The Jamaica men's national team edges closer and closer to the resumption of the World Cup qualification, third round in particular. And for sure, as Reggae Boyz fans, I know that we are all excited, but yet still we have some level of doubts as to whether or not our team will be good enough to make it to the promised land. But guess what? We are fans and we want the best for our team. And today on Premier 7, I want to talk about one player in particular, as you would know, in a Malik Mothersille. But what would I be here talking about? Well, there's one way to find out. Join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. Small changes can make huge destination differences. A quote by Sean Covey, as it speaks or represent the topic of importance re our player in a Malik Mothersille. However, there has to be a system in place to facilitate or to accommodate for correction the importance of what I will be talking about based on this player. For sure, Malik Mothersille is just 21 years of age. And based on observation, this guy is very much a creative, skillful, and very useful player for his age. And Jamaica really needs to hit the ground hard enough so to book the spot in the World Cup. And I think a Malik Mothersille will make a huge difference. People, today's topic is all about why Jamaica must start Malik Mothersille as a number 10. Huge reward. I don't see this as a risk, but the thing is, I will be sharing my points as to why I believe that this is the position that he should play in. Now, I can understand that you guys may have something different to say or you may oppose, but guess what? Here on the channel, it's all about having your own opinion. And in that case, people, this topic will be one of importance. I will be doing a little bit about his story, momentum, special skills, and playmaking edge. Also, talking about another player that I think should stay, whereas one should be replaced, not to say to throw away though, and a midfield combination with the inclusion of a Malik Mothersille. As you know, he would be the number 10. But before I dive into that, people, I just want to say that Premier 7 has reached a stage whereas a website is very much important. And I think some of you guys would have read one of the articles posted before. However, because you guys are a fan of this channel, and I know for sure that without you guys, this channel will not survive, then you can turn your attention whenever you want to premier7edge.com to check out what the channel has to offer. A lot of things are on display, and you guys can just navigate your way through and you will be entertained and also be educated about the importance of the Jamaica men's national team. So people, whenever you want, whenever you like, you can just make a click right now in the video description to see what the website is all about. And in that case, people, without no further ado, I just want to say that Premier 7 is on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I would love to hit this landmark. So if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, then you know what to do. Like the video, share the content, comment so that other persons can be engaged as well, whereas YouTube will help the video to make a bigger impact. 5K or more viewers on this. Now, let's talk about the story and momentum of Malik Mothersille. I don't want for this video to be too long in length, so I'm just going to get straight to the point. So this guy was an academic player at Chelsea, one that we understand is very useful, skill, have a good IQ for football. And we can remember when we wanted for Malik to be a part of the national team. Remember, he expressed himself that he would love to play for Jamaica, but it took a while for him to get all of his documentation, and now he's here. This guy, when he was playing, in particular at Peterborough United, in the 2024-25 season, he raked up about 16 goals and 10 assists in all competition. Serious numbers for a youngster. Remember, Malik is just 21 years of age. And, I mean, he made his debut for Jamaica in the Unity Cup, right? And he was very much impressive in the few minutes that he was given. But thereafter, he wasn't given any more games. Are we upset about that? That's the past. Let's move on. Now, this guy has made his move to Stockport County, a recorded fee as well, in record numbers as well, whereas he is one of the most expensive players to be purchased by the club. So we can know then that this guy is surely a star. And remember, he scored in one of the preseason games. So it shows that he is making his name be known already. Is he a club favorite? Time will tell. But I mean, it looks very good for him as a youngster to get his move to a team that will give him some game time, because it is the nitty-gritty part that Jamaica would need for all of its players to play in teams that they're getting some game time. And as I've said before, Malik Mothersille is one of those important players that we should be happy that he is receiving some game time. I just want to show you guys that the reason why this guy should play as a number 10 is based on the fact that he used to play the position for Peterborough United. And I mean, as I've said before, if you guys disagree, you know that Premier 7 will not discard anyone's comment or preference, but look at the details here. He used to play as a forward, as a left winger, as a left midfielder, and also as an attacking midfielder. This guy, he has good ball carrying skills. And if you look on the details below, right here, left wing, 21 appearances there, 4 goals, 4 assists. Center forward, 13 appearances, 7 goals, 1 assist. And as an attacking midfielder, 11 appearances, 3 assists, 3 goals. Left midfielder is rare. So this is showing us that this guy can be very much flexible, not only across the left wing and the forward position. He also can play as a right winger, but also as an attacking midfielder. We need 4 flexible players to represent Jamaica. And seeing that Malik Mothersille has already been engaged with such position, then people, think about it. He can play as a number 10. I know you guys, some of you are Bobby Reid fans, but hear me out. Now the thing is, this youngster is a special skilled player and has playmaking edge. While naturally we can understand that he's a forward, right? You may be saying that he should be playing as a striker. But Mason Greenwood is naturally, to me, a winger. In his United earlier stage, he was a forward, which shows that this youngster in a Mason Greenwood can play in different positions, just the same as I would say now for a Malik Mothersille. As I've said earlier on, he's a creative dribbler and he's a very sharp person based on his IQ. So he's able to drop deep. If you look on the compiled video before, he turns quick. He's a pick-off, killer passes, right? And I mean, linking back to Peterborough, he showed that his link-up play is very effective. He is able to beat opposition players, stretch defense, and make things happen in tight space. People, He makes things happen in tight spaces. Wouldn't you want for this guy to be a ball carrier, a playmaker in the national team? Smash a like on the video if you agree. Drop a comment if you disagree. So in the number 10 role, I mean, this guy would bring our freedom to drift, or he will have the freedom to drift, combine with wingers, and supply our striker with quality services. Just imagine him playing behind a Mikel Antonio, who I think should find a club, and I will talk about him a bit, but also Mason Greenwood on the right hand side, Bailey sometimes on the left, or Demarai Gray. That would be a fluid front four, right? And think about it. This guy would bring the creativity that the Jamaica men's national team has been missing. Why having a skilled player being only a forward? Where will the assist comes from? Where will the ball playing come from? Where will the breakup plays, in terms of breaking the lines where the passes comes from in tight spaces? Turn your attention to a Malik Mothersille, right? He's very effective in that case. Now, talking about Antonio before, let's talk about him a bit. So, Mikel Antonio should remain as our number 9. Am I saying he should play in all games? No. But if he doesn't find a club, it will be even harder for us to then put him into the team, because Warner Brown has been performing well for Jamaica, right? However, this guy remains Jamaica's most experienced player at the highest level. Very strong, very effective, a huge asset. Antonio, get yourself a club. I would love that. But let's be honest, he needs regular club football, right? To have match fitness, sharp, and hold his position in the squad. No player, I think, should be getting playing time without being able to get themselves a club in this pivotal time. Now, Bobby Reid, persons would say he has been around the Jamaica team for a very long time. He has always been present. I mean, I am not saying that Bobby Reid should not represent Jamaica, but as a number 10 to start, Malik Mothersille, and if you want someone to control the game thereafter and lock the game down, I think Bobby Reid is that type of player. Fresh out of the attacking edge, I think Mothersille is the man who will drive the defense of oppositions crazy. Remember, he passes quite well, and also he can score goals. So even though he's a number 10, he's like a fox in the box as well. Not only a trickster, but can be a fox in the box. So he will bring something different to the national team. He's very much unpredictable. His directness as well is something that we can look at to unlock tight back lines again. Yes, Rudolph's speed is here, as always, but now in a position to assist our coach McLaren along with others to play against these Caribbean teams. We need a special player in that number 10 role, and I think Malik Mothersille is the man. People, if you like what I'm saying here, go ahead and subscribe, because Premier 7 is like I'm storing on a Bible. The truth and nothing else but the truth. I mean, the midfield trio that I would love to see. I mean, I used to be a huge fan of Rafael Morrison, but nothing really is happening for him. I did a video recently to say that he should find a club. Nothing has been confirmed that he has done so. So why not using players who are playing, right? So this is where it gets exciting. Remember, the midfield is where the game is won and lost. And slot Mothersille in the number 10 would be effective. Jonathan Russell as the box-to-box player as the 8, getting the chance to come forward as well. Remember, Mothersille is a very good player in terms of carrying the ball. So sometimes Jonathan Russell can go forward. Mothersille drop, make the passes, go forward. Connection is key. And Isaac Hayden, as the main player in the midfield, I would say, in the 6th role, we would suddenly have a very strong CONCACAF midfield team that we want to bring, give a lot of time together, because without playing together, you will not understand your flaws and your strengths effectively. So this is what I would love to see. Isaac Hayden as the 6, Malik Mothersille as the 10, and a Jonathan Russell as the 8. Isaac Hayden is a shield, reads the game well, win duels, and keep the game very much simple. We can reflect on that in almost all games he played for the Jamaica men's national team, and especially you can even pinpoint the Unity Cup as a very good example. Jonathan Russell, the engine, controls tempo, break lines, drive forwards, of course he score goals. Malik Mothersille, the spark, find spaces, shred passes good enough, and time to run to perfection. Again, he score goals as well. So, what else do you wish to hear? Get Malik Mothersille as the number 10 to play for Jamaica. Not saying I would put aside a Bobby Reed. Remember now, people, the topic is why Jamaica must start Malik Mothersille as a number 10. Huge reward. Not a risk, but a huge reward. I mean, this guy is a good idea in terms of playing in that position. He would be an upgrade to our attack. He will bring the fluidity that we would need. Jamaica fans need something like this. He's a special talent who is playing football, not just, but has been doing so before. I think that with the right support, with the right system, or even with not the best system, he can bring a spark that we would need. So if Jamaica wants to own the midfield in the games coming up and have live pressure on the team to qualify for the World Cup, this is our big moment. We have to make this big move. So people, do you agree that Malik Mothersille should start as our number 10? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Premier 7 have all the reply necessary in regards to what you guys would say. And people, let's believe that the national team will succeed. But guess what? The right thing has to be done. So people, it's time for me to go. We will talk again. Take care. Goodbye.